Okay, Prabhu. First of all, tell everybody your name so you know they could know who they're talking to, who they're listening to rather.
Kardama Muni Das.
What does your name mean? Does it have a significance, or you just like how it sounds?
My name was given to me from my spiritual master, one of a saintly person by the name of Kardama Muni, who is one of the Lord Incarnation. And each of the names that we get when we get initiated is a spiritual name. So I got the name Kardama Muni Das.
Cool. So I wanted to ask you, there's a book that a lot of people have misunderstood. It's called Bhagavad Gita. And in that book, I know it means Song of God, and that originally 120 million years ago he gave this information to the God of the Sun. But he had to renew that history about 5,000 years ago because man had fallen. And one of the most interesting points in the Bhagavad Gita is when it explains the elements that creates the human body.
Yes, so Bhagavad Gita, because it was spoken by God himself, the Supreme Lord spoke Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago on the battlefield of Kurukshetra to Arjuna, who is one of his most dear devotee. And when he spoke Bhagavad Gita, he said to Arjuna, I am revealing to you the most confidential knowledge, which means most complete, material and spiritually. So when the Lord give us speak Bhagavad Gita, he speak about the material world, past, present and future, and he speak about the spiritual world. So Bhagavad Gita explains to you about the body and what the body is made out of. So it says the body is made out of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. And there's the subtle body that goes with this gross body, because when the gross body dies, the subtle body leaves the gross body and moves on. So the subtle body goes with mind, intelligence and false ego. And the soul itself is Atma, which is part and parcels of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is Paramatma and we are Atma. So Atma is within the heart and the subtle body. Okay. So when you leave your body at the time of death, the subtle body goes with mind, intelligence and false ego and Paramatma to another body at the time of death. So Bhagavad Gita teaches you these things. You won't get this knowledge in no other scriptures but Bhagavad Gita itself. And if you read Bhagavad Gita as it is, then you get the full knowledge of spiritual life as it is. There are many different commentaries, other people who write over Bhagavad Gita, but because they was not qualified to write Bhagavad Gita, you does not get the real spiritual energy coming from it. But when one is qualified, they give you the full energy. Spiritually and materially, you get everything. So this is why today we have Bhagavad Gita as it is. And it's a book recommended for even the dog to read. Because if the dog read, the dog could go back home. That is how high Bhagavad Gita is. Good? And this process of chanting, anyone can take part in it. Good? It recommends the chanting and the reading, everything goes together. So this is how high this philosophy is, that you can understand material and spiritual.